he spoke them the truth. He broke down things. What did the Lamb do when he went into the heavens? He broke the 7 seals, man. And the Lamb was the one that was worthy to look upon the things and to the mysteries being revealed unto him. And who did he endow those mysteries to? To the disciples, to the elect. It says the secrets of the Most High revealed unto his prophets, man. You know? So there are a lot of individuals in the earth that are removed unto another gospel. They're not retaining the true doctrine, because the word doctrine means teachings. They don't have the true and the proper teachings of Yahawashi, man. All right? It says, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Yahawashi HaMashiach. So they pervert it, man. They hate the good and love the evil. And what is the good? The truth. And what is evil, man? Lies, deception, bearing false witness. All these different forms are considered evil, man. But that's what they love, man. They try to transform Yahawashi into this universal God when he ain't, man. He's about his people. He always has been, always will be. He don't change, man. Scriptures tell you that. Yahawashi is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Tells you that in Hebrew, tells you that in Malachi chapter 3. That Yahawashi changes not. Therefore, the sons of Jacob are not consumed. What are you people thinking and talking about, man? Y'all are those ones that are cockatrice serpents that hatch eggs, man, of deception. That's what y'all are, man. Mistress women shall bring forth monsters. And what does a monster do? Because a monster doesn't always have to be some type of creature, like in our society. You got a lot of our kids that come up with believing in fables. You know, all these false fairy tales. People are the ones that are the real monsters, man. And the demonic spirits linger in them. And what do those demonic spirits do? They make them tell lies. That's what a monster would do. A monster bears false witness that wreaks havoc upon the people, man. Look, you got another damn devil right here trying to look all stout now. You know? All these Edomites, man, they act like they're bold, man, because they're in the land that they stole from our people, man. Coming with that stern look, acting like you're dogging somebody. He saw your time is up, man. You Edomites, so-called white people, your time is up. This land is going to be stripped away from you. It's going to be by way of thermonuclear destruction. Thus saith the Bible. Tell your preacher to teach that. So I know you devils go to the churches. Tell them to go into Revelations. Tell them to go to the book of Jeremiah, Daniel. Always acting like you ain't never going to be touched. Yahawashi is touching you, man. He's already touched you. Stripped you away of that melanin. That's why you look like a pale red devil, man. It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. A lot of you people are cursed, man, because you don't speak the truth. You don't speak the truth to your neighbor and put away lying, man. False doctrine, philosophies. Cast away in that old man, that old conversation, that old conduct of being a nigga, of being a damn devil, man. Taking part of Satan's shaitan, which means a deceiver, adversary, salaki. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. For do I now persuade men or God? Do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Yahawashi Mashiach. That's right. We're not here to serve you in that sense of speaking smooth things. We're out here to speak the 100% truth, to tell you what is happening, what's going on, to tell you that Christmas is a false holiday, a false doctrine, false philosophy, a custom that is not to be observed. To tell you whatever it may arise, man, whether it be the virgin birth, whether it be anything that is contrary to the doctrine. We have to speak the truth, not being ignorant of small or great matter, man. You know? Because that southern poverty is part of that understanding the times, of understanding that we're going to be labeled and falsely accused of, man. I just read it to you what to hate and what to love. So the Bible tells you clearly what to hate, man. Scriptures talks about hate. Okay? It don't tell you to love everything. Like America tries to tell you, these vain individual people speaking out of their own heart. Telling everybody to love everybody, you know? No, man. It says, but I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which preached of me is not after man. For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by the revelation of Yahawashi Mashiach, because his word comes from above, man. It's not from men. Like people like to scoff and mock, saying that we're reading the white man's book. You know, that's not true. This is Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Yahawashi Mashiach, seek those things which are above, which Yahawashi Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Okay? Because his word cannot be defiled. Alright? Let's go over here to further prove. Let's see. This is James chapter 3, verse 15. This wisdom descendeth not from above. James 3:17. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. So the spirit of Yahawashi descends from above. It's not from men. So Yahawashi has to open up your mind to the revelations of Yahawashi Mashiach, the word, because he's the one that unraveled the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. It tells you that right here, Revelation chapter 5, verse 3, verse 2. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who was worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. And no man in heaven or in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. So Yahawashi, he's the one that had given the prophets, the apostles, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, and the understanding, that hidden mystery. Okay? Truth. Alright? And that's what we do. We speak the truth. This is in the book of Romans chapter 16, verse 25. Now to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel, and to the preaching of Yahawashi Mashiach, according to the revelation of the mystery which was kept secret since the world began, but now is made manifest, and by the scriptures of the prophets, according to the commandment of the everlasting power made known to all nations for the obedience of faith. See? So the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, what's written in the scriptures, has been revealed unto the prophets, the men of the Lord, man. Okay? Let's go over here to you know what, right here. Let me read this one. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 19. And for me the utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. See that? To make known the mystery of the gospel. That's all we're doing, man. We ain't trying to go to war. We ain't trying to tell people to rise up and to go and fight, to kill and destroy. None of that, man. We're not about that, because we know that we cannot do things like that. It tells you that in the book of Proverbs. It tells you that in the New Testament. It tells you everywhere, man. These people are just threatened of the Lord, man. They're really afraid of Yahawashi. It says Colossians chapter 1, verse 25, whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High. See, we're just distributed this management or this authority, this position to come out here and to speak the truth. That's all, man. Some people want to accept that we're not heaven sent, whatever. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to believe. We're not coming out here seeking your approval. We're out here doing what Yahawashi put on our hearts to do. It says, whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High. This is part of fulfilling the testimony or the prophecy. Is coming out here and speaking this word, man, to our people. Even the mystery which had been hid from ages and from generations, but now was made manifest to his saints, to whom Yahweh would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Yahawashi Mashiach in you, the hope of glory, whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Yahawashi Mashiach. See? How are you going to be made perfect? In knowledge. In the spirit of Yahawashi, truth, man. That's the only way. You're not made perfect if you have, the scriptures say, a little leaven, leaveneth the whole lump. What does that leaven represent? Wickedness, deceit. Okay? So we have to be made perfect in what? In knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. All right? This is Colossians 3 and 9. It says, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, after the image of him that created him. You see? So that's how you have to be renewed, man. In the knowledge, put away lying. You know, not lying one to another. That all that has to go, man. You have to speak. We have to speak up against these traditions, customs, and things of that nature of the land of men, because those are the things that have destroyed us from throughout all the centuries, man. All these things have always been our downfall, is the lies, the idols. Okay? Let's go over here to the book of Deuteronomy. In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, Yasha'Allah, which is who? Who makes up Israel? The Negro Latinos and Native American Indians. Not those Amalekites, not those fake Jews over there, man. Those are imposters, and all you do is research and you'll find them out. It says, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency? And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So our enemies are going to be found liars unto us, man. And they've already been found out. You know? Speaking lies and with their false doctrines and things of that nature, man. This is Job chapter 20, verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still underneath his mouth. You see? Keep what? The lies, man. All right? The false doctrine, the false philosophies, the fables, these Jewish fables, wives' fables, all these false stories, all these false philosophies and doctrines, this false wisdom. All right? There's another one. It's in the book of Psalms, I believe. This is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And they hide it underneath their tongue, man. You know? It ain't gone away. It's in the bone, in the youth of his bones, man. That's how deep it goes into into his bone marrow, man. All the way into his spirit. You want to speak carnally, that's how deep it goes into the bone marrow. Now spiritually, it's in the spirit. Okay? It says, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. And what is their poison? Their lies, man. Okay? That's what he gets a lot of you jakes with. The idols, the false doctrine, philosophies. Those things can really affect somebody's mind, man. But it's only by Yahawashi's light, his wisdom and understanding, to shine you and bring you out of that darkness. To break that chain of darkness. Alright? To deliver us from that strong delusion. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 4 or 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. See, the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them that believe not. Okay? Because if you don't wholeheartedly believe in this word, you're going to be swayed by deceits, by false philosophies, lies, and doctrines, and things of that nature. You're not going to be able to have the ability to discern between what is good and evil. Why? Because you're preoccupied and you're occupied in the flesh. All right, you're serving your flesh. All right, you're a servant to your own corruption, to your own lusts. You know what I'm saying? So it says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahawashi Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. You see that? None of us brothers that have been in this truth, was it by our own understanding that we came out of this, or to know the scriptures the way we know them. It was not by our own understanding. Okay? It was not by our own mothers and fathers, friends. All right? It was by a man that was endowed with the Spirit to reveal you. Ultimately, Yahawashi working through that man to reach you. You see? This is in the book of Luke, chapter 24 and 44. And he said unto them, this is Yahawashi speaking, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. Then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures. That's plain, man. Because Yahawashi is the light. Alright? He is the truth. This is John chapter 14 and verse 5. Thomas said unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Yahawashi said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. If you had known me, you should have known my Father also. And from henceforth you know him and have seen him. So Yahawashi told him, when Thomas said, how shall we know the way? He said, I am the way and the truth. America's not the truth. You 2/3 Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, you're not the truth. Zero's not the truth. Little Flip, all right, all these celebrities, they're not the truth. The Bible is the truth. Yahawashi, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus, man. Okay? This is the truth. This is the way to get into heaven, man. Not into heaven, but to receive salvation is through this word, the engrafted word, man, which is able to save your souls. But people love what they see with their carnal eyes, man, which is what? The world. That's why Yahawashi said he has set the world in their own heart. He had made the creature subject unto vanity. But within that understanding, you should seek Yahawashi to break out of that darkness, man. That ignorance. of the truth. Because if not, you're going to continue to be tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine as a child, believing in Santa, believing in the fairy, believing in mermaids, believing in complete nonsense, man. Fables, mythology, Greek, Roman, Nordic. You know, you got that but they got those other gods. I forgot what it is, but what is this damn name? It's one of the, like, you got Thor. Then you got I think the Norse gods, you know? You got all these, like the whole Thor franchise that they're making the movies, you know, about. That's what that goes back to, the Norse gods. Norse. Okay? That's what these people cleave to, man. Lies, man. False philosophies, doctrines, and they despise his word at the end of the day. Not realizing that all those people that Esau makes up, all these different movies that he makes, is based off the scriptures, man. So you got to give all credit and glory and honor to Yahawashi, because that's who these people are getting inspired and making their movies. It's from the scriptures, man. It says, Psalms 58:4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are all like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ears, or her ear, right? So these people are like snakes, man. And that's what the Native American Indians told Esau. He was he had a serpent's tongue, man. This is Isaiah 59:4, or verse 3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue hath muttered perverseness. None calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanities, and speaketh lies. They conceive mischief, and bring forth iniquity. They have hatched cockatrice eggs, and weave the spider's web. The word cockatrice goes back to a serpent, or a snake. But right here it says adder. He that eateth of their eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. You see, because they're nothing but damn liars, man. They're conceiving more, waxing worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Okay, because a serpent, a snake, is just a symbolic for a deceitful man that is subtle. All right, that is crafty, sly, you know, stealth. You know? So going back to Psalms 58:4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder, which stoppeth her ears. Because the snake ain't gonna listen to you. He ain't gonna understand your language. He's gonna bite the shit out. He's gonna bite you and kill you, man. All right, leave you to perish, man. You know. It says, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Breaketh their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. You know, teeth represents power, man. You know. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut in pieces. Every man that's alive, that's made alive, is going to be destroyed by way of fire, man. Thermonuclear destruction. This is Revelation chapter 21:27. And there shall in no wise enter into anything, and there shall in no wise enter into it, the kingdom, anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. All right. So a lie or a liar is not going to be in the kingdom. Revelation 21:7. I'm going to start at verse 6. I'll start at verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, or in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. See? So going back to that one in Psalms 58, talked about breaking their teeth, you know, and consuming them with those arrows that are shot by the bow, which is by those the ICBM missiles, man. You know? Why? Because anybody that makes a lie or speaketh a lie is condemned, man. The scriptures condemn lying, deceiving. It says it tells you to speak the truth to your neighbor, and you have to have the spirit of Yahawashi to be on you in order to believe that. All right, to believe that this is the truth. That what I'm saying is the truth. That's why there's only a small remnant that's going to be saved. Not everybody. All right, not you wicked people that willingly do wickedness. You're going to be destroyed, man. Because you know better that you know you're not supposed to be doing that act, or to believing in that act, or what do they call it? Justifying it or accepting it. You know, scriptures tell you what to do. You know, but things like that. Let's go to. This is 2 Corinthians. Chapter 10, and this is like knocking out two birds with one stone, man. Right here, going into that militant thing and lies. You know, that Southern poverty bullshit, man. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 2. It says, "I beseech you, right? I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present." With that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. You see, these people think we walk according to the flesh, meaning that they're a mindset of a thug or a gangster or a rebellious rebel. You know, somebody that is gonna move in action. We move as serpents, man. We move as being harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent. Now we may have the look. The scriptures say Yahawashi told Ezekiel, "I'm gonna give you a forehead as an adamant stone, man. I'm gonna make your look hard against their look, man." Meaning that we're not gonna be moved from what we believe in. But it says on the flip side, being harmless, being as sheep. Okay. But they said we as if we walked according to the flesh. We don't walk according to the flesh. All right? The scriptures say to be zealous for the truth. You know, be passionate for the truth. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." You see, we ain't going to war with that after you people. We war. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." So we're not militant. You know, we're not no organization to where we're gathering up weapons of war and all this bullshit. No, man. If you're believing that, you're a damn liar, man. You're the devil. All right. This is Revelations 12 and 9. It says, "And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world." See? Which deceiveth the whole world, man. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right? So this devil, Esau, is deceiveth the whole world. So all we're doing is speaking up against the lies. We're not going to war with him. Yahawashi is going to go to war with him. All right? And then within that appearance, Yahawashi is going to endow the 144,000 with spiritual power to fight alongside with him, man. Okay? The scriptures tell you that. That's the joint heir, being joint heirs unto Yahawashi, and that's one of the promises and the benefits of that, man. The blessing. But in the meanwhile, right now, we're just warning you. We're telling you the things that are coming, man. That's why he's jealous. That's why he hates. That's why they hate us. That's why they hate this Bible, because it condemns them. And I heard a voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength. See, that spiritual power, man. And the kingdom of our God, right, coming from the heavens, and the power of his anointed, Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. See, and he accuses us day and night, like this article or this damn website, right? That says the Southern Poverty Law Center. You know what I'm saying? They accuse our brethren day and night. You know, again, we ain't no black extremists. We're not no black Hebrew Israelites. I ain't black. You know what I'm saying? This right here, that's embroidered in this garment, is black. Okay. Verse Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. By the blood of the Lamb, which is what? True. The truth. And by their testimony. And by the word of their testimony, which is the word testimony of Yahawashi, man. Which is the truth. And they love not their lives unto death. You see? So going back to 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, lies, spiritual men. All right, soldiers for Yahawashi in the spirit, not no damn militant soldier like you Edomites and you 2/3 have that carnal understanding and vision. This is a spiritual war, man. Okay. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It said put on the whole armor. Okay, what does the armor do? It protects you from being injured. Okay, but I ain't wearing. No man is actually wearing any type of physical armor. It's all spiritual. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. What do we wrestle against? Spirituality, man. Spiritual demonic forces in the heavens, man, that reside in human beings in their brain, man. Okay? But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we war against, man. We war against